going? Just loaded the truck and trailer up here, and we're gonna go up and pick up the Kubota. They say the oil leak's fixed. It's been exactly 50 days that the dealer has had it, so stay tuned. I'll let you know what I find out. If you like this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me figure out what kind of content for the channel that you guys like. I did get back from the dealer and they did resolve the issue. It appears it was a leak on the mid PTO. I don't use the mid PTO attachment. I do use a brush hog rear implement, so I use the rear PTO, but even that I only use like a couple times a year. So that's probably why I didn't notice it as much, because if it was leaking around that mid PTO, I think maybe it would leak more when the PTO is running versus when it's off. But either way, they did a dye test, and that's how they located the leak. Something that I didn't want to get into because it was all warranty. They covered it 100%. So they did change that seal and tested it again, and they say there's no issues. I crawled underneath there. I don't see any issues. I don't see any leaks. It's really dry. I guess time will tell. We'll have to see and watch it and go from there. I did have a sheet that they gave me, and it has all the part numbers and how they diagnosed it and what they did for the machine itself to test and locate the leak. So I'll share that with you guys. Also, I will crawl underneath there and kind of show you the mid PTO, and it's clean. So I assume that, again, the leak is fixed, but I'll run it more this spring for sure, and that'll kind of help me determine if it's leaking or not. But it did take them a while. They had the machine for, like I said, 50 days. And I did talk with the service manager, and they're just having some issues right now with help, I guess, like a lot of other places are, and communication as well. But either way, they took good care of me, so I guess I can't complain. And I didn't need the machine at the time, so it was a good time to take it in and have it serviced. So with that, I'll show you here the breakdown here of what they diagnosed and everything. So hopefully you guys can read this. The copy here that they gave me is not the best copy, and then I also blurred out the dealership and other contact information, but we'll take a look here at the repair itself. So initially, I thought maybe it was a steering shaft leaking, but that's kind of what they put on the sheet here. So they just washed it. They introduced the dye into the oil and hydraulic system. They ran the unit, and then they verified where that leak was at. They said it was the mid PTO leaking, so they had to drain the fluid. I assume they drained all the transmission fluid out of it in order to be able to change that seal. So maybe, they say here clean mating point, so maybe when it was assembled, maybe there just was a little bit of debris, maybe metal shavings or something that caused that leak in the first place. It's always hard to tell. But they replaced the seal, reinstalled everything, tested, and found no leaks, they say. You can see here, it was under warranty. And then here's the part numbers here. That first one's really hard to see, but it looks like there was quantity 3 there of that one. And that actually says O-ring. So I'm not exactly sure where that's at in there. But then there's a couple washers. I don't know if those are like washers that seal something, but there's the actual oil seal itself, right here in the bottom that they changed. I'll leave all these parts in the description, especially that one that you can't see. That way you can see all those parts should you need to repair this yourself. But that's kind of the breakdown. Pretty straightforward. So I hope this helps somebody. I'll go ahead and crawl underneath here and kind of show you what that seal looks like underneath there. Okay, let's take a look underneath here. See, yeah, I mean, I assume that's just a dust cover on the front there. I don't know if they reuse those or not, but it does look really dry under here right now. I don't see any signs of oil dripping. So, get a little bit more light up there. I guess time will tell, but since they did dye test it, they should have pinpointed the leak with that. So, looks good for now. So there you have it. Leak is fixed, at least for now. I'll check it again, like I said, in the spring, and hopefully that took care of the issue. I don't run it a whole lot in the winter time, especially a PTO. I don't run anything PTO driven in the winter time, at least not yet. Hopefully that helped. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll try to answer what I can. Just wanted to give you guys a quick shop update since I have you. I have to empty everything out of here in the next week or two. They're gonna come and install a ceiling for me in the shop, so that'll be good. Working towards getting some insulation in there and eventually heating the shop. So that'll be real nice. But for now, take care.